Alright, so I'm not really a Christian anymore, right? Um, but I kind of had this theory about the whole death thing after the n- new creation. Um, and essentially, I had this theory that, um, how like it says there won't be any more death, and obviously Christians interpret that as being like no death at all. But I had a theory that maybe there won't be any more like biological death. Like that there won't be biological death, but there might still be like a transcendent death where essentially uh where essentially um it will be like in those like Japanese or Asian movies, those old Japanese or Asian movies where you'll basically just transcend like after a certain point, like it could be once you reach a certain age, or it could also be like once you once you uh once you I'm trying to think here. Excuse me. Once you uh like like once either it would be either once you reach a certain age or God decides to take you away essentially into heaven, of course. You will essentially just fade away, but it won't be into non-existence. It will be into to heaven essentially. um so people on the earth, they're in this new creation. There will be people living on the earth, but these people, and they will be procreating and stuff like that, right? But after a certain amount of time, well, once God decides it, s- um, once your role here is basically done, once you have done everything here, that you were supposed to, perhaps, um, then you will be essentially transported to heaven, essentially. Um, so technically it won't be death. It won't be like death, at least not as we know it. Um, like it would be uh like a more almost spiritual type of thing where it won't be like death, but just kind of um um like a uh like a there's something where you disappear one day. Like it could be a decision that is consciously made by someone where they just decide, hey, I'm ready to leave the earth and go to heaven, essentially. Or again, it could be a decision by God. But either way, that's my own personal theory. Again, I'm not actually not saying this from an actual biblically accurate perspective. This is just purely speculative and a very i- i- interpretive, sort of lens. So yeah, and also I would also like to say, excuse me for any weird sounds or anything weird that I might have done. I have a speech problem, so that's why basically. So yeah, once again, I'm probably gonna say that every single video because I might end up, uh doing a lot of weird things basically, but that's just because I have a speech problem and I'm trying to say it, and a lot of times I can't. So, if I end up if I end up just not saying anything for a while, that's probably why, because I'm just having a speech problem moment basically. I'm like I'm like like a lot of times I just can't say anything. So, but yeah, that's about it though. That's at least that's all I can think of right now. So, I might make another video if I want to add anything to it, but yeah.